Welcome in, beautiful travelers. My name is Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a reading for our water sign Scorpios. Welcome in, Scorpios. Good to have you here. Scorpios, you are our shamans. You are ruled by two planets, Mars and Pluto. Mars is the planet of sexuality and aggression and sensuality. And Pluto is about power and transformation. Your dual nature is to be passionate, yet you can also be destructive. You are here to transform. Your aspect is to create. And your mantra is I create. So good to have you here, Scorpios. Welcome in, cross watchers. You may be energetically connected to or physically in a relationship with a Scorpio. You are here to find out what's going on with your person. Therefore, some of this message could be for you. Feel free to swap around the characters throughout the reading. You know your situation better than anybody else. Time is fluid, so anytime you come across this reading and you were drawn into it was the time that you were meant to hear it. Try to stay open to that process. Could be a day from now, could be a month from now, could be a year from now. And our energies are working together at a quantum level to bring a reading to you, a message through this reading to you for the highest atonement of soul growth and soul evolution. For yourself as well as all living deities on this planet. As the micro, so the macro. So we've got a theme coming in for you. We have the Seven of Wands with the Ten of Cups. So right off the bat, I'm thinking this could be about setting very healthy boundaries on what you feel to be for your life, your happiness, what brings you joy in relationship, in life, in how you conduct your life. Having to really stand your ground on some things. Creating boundaries. On what brings you happiness. You might be getting like stepped all over or feel like you're just getting beat down. This is about standing up for yourself. Could be feeling like you're being bullied. Like people are thwarting you or not letting you to your own happiness, your own joy, your own creativity. But let's see where we go with this. So our energies are working together, you and I at a quantum level, to bring a message to you for the highest atonement of your soul growth and soul evolution. Sometimes the messages come through, they are warm and fuzzy. Sometimes they might be a little bit more direct and abrasive. Try to stay open to whatever the message comes through. This is where you learn how to trust yourself. Use your inner knowing, use your discernment, start exercising your intuitive nature. In order for that to grow, it has to be exercised. So you might hear a phrase or you might hear a sentence or two in the reading, and then you might hear it again in a couple days on the radio or from somewhere else or through a song. That is the universe communicating to you to pay attention. Could be chills, could be a cooling sensation down your spine. For me, it's ringing in my ears. It gets really loud. I know then to pay attention. And if you like the content being shared, please like and subscribe. Help the channel grow so other Scorpios can get the messages that might be needed for them. Your support is honored and appreciated. Also, if the reading isn't resonating very well with you, you might want to check out your moon sign, because you might be in your lunar cycle this month. Remember, this is just one aspect of who you are. This is the character traits and the personality. This is a sun sign, the ascending. I tend to relate more to my moon sign than my sun sign. The readings just seem to be pretty on key with my moon. All right, let's see where we go with you today, Scorpio. Good to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome in. This message is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This message is for those watching, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. The message is for those watching, please, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for Scorpio, please, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for Scorpio. Scorpios, clear, direct, and I thank you. All right, before I begin, I think it's important to acknowledge the creators that make these decks for us so that we can use the energies to bring a message to you. This is the Luna Soul Tarot by Darren Schill, and my eyes are going blurry, and Mike Medegula, the Luna Soul Tarot. Thank you to these creatives. All right, your overall energy, my friend. Temperance, balance, blending, harmony. Bringing together. Emotions with expression. It says listening to your guides, listening to your angels, searching for higher counsel. Temperance is Archangel Zadkiel. Your situation, the Nine of Pentacles. Creating your own independence. Working on yourself. Working on your own home, your inner home and outer home. Your opportunity, the Chariot, will and determination. What the universe is co-creating with you. Ooh, duality. That is the this or that. Everything's black and white. That is blending, which is with your temperance. That is blending both, you know, what we classify bad and what we classify good. This is what this 3D plane is all about, right? Right, left, up, down, in, out, good, bad, this way or that way, one choice or the other. It's a very patriarchy type of construct that we have to operate in, right? Only one can be at the top. Everybody else is at the bottom. You have to win. You have to compete. There's only one winner. And then the other one's called a loser. So the universe is working on this with you. Energies that surround you that you might not be aware of. The Hermit, the Seeker. Energies coming in the near future. The Page of Swords, some kind of idea. Some sort of knowledge. Some sort of apprenticeship. Energies that are fading away. The Nine of Cups. Maybe what you thought was going to bring you happiness and joy. What's how you're showing up in this situation. The Four of Cups. Maybe discontent and boredom. Not knowing what to do. Kind of closed off. Being stubborn. What's right in front of you that you need to contend with? The Sun. You're avoiding the sun. Scorpios, what are you doing? That's your happy, happy, joy, joy. Boy, that's warmth. The sun, the light invigorates everything. Could be avoiding the light. Your hopes and fears. Wow, you got both. You got woo-wee. Going with the flow. Letting things rise as they come. Trusting in the universe. Believing there's a divine plan unfolding. Okay, these are the two cards in this deck that are like offbeat cards, where they're in the major arcana in the sense that they're like they don't come up often, and you got them both. So that's like pay attention. Pay attention. The universe is really trying to work with you. Your divine self. And your outcome, the Nine of Swords, having some fear, some anxiety. The monkey mind is turning. What if, what if, what if, what if? And you got the Three of Pentacles. Ask for help. Ask for help. Look for your tribe. Look for like-minded people. Look for people who can help you through this. Find luminaries, find gurus, find shamans. Find people who have gone through similar situations. Because it looks like you are coming to an understanding here. I'm not sure what this understanding is about, if it has to do with a relationship, but it looks like you're starting to see things a little bit differently than you've seen them in the past. You're starting to kind of peek through the veil a little bit. I think you're seeing beyond what's been presented right in front of you. Because there's small information, it's not large information, but there's small information that's trying to break through here. And we got the Hermit under here, so this is energies that surround you that you might not be aware of. This is a seeker. So I think some of the veil is being lifted away here for you, Scorpio. And you're not sure whether to believe in it or not. Maybe what you thought was your 10 of Cups is now being challenged. And you might be trying to defend what you thought was real, but inside you're like, maybe there's some truth to this. However that resonates in your life. So let's see where we go here. Let's see what the 9 of Pentacles is all about. This is your situation. So this is really about being self-focused. This is about building your independence. This is about, you know, your home environment, your inner home environment, your outer home environment, working on your craft, working on your finances, working on yourself, feeling pretty good. You're pretty confident. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Could be very creative. You could be kind of, you know, feeling like you've kind of accomplished a lot in life. You could be very creative. You could be very innovative. You could be, you know, at your job, you could be well known. Could be in a high position of rank. Could be in some sort of leadership position. This is feeling like you've done pretty well with your life. According to what terms? We'll see if the traditions card pulls up, right? You've done pretty good for your life. You're sitting pretty good. Feeling pretty good about things. Feeling pretty confident in yourself. And then comes in confusion and choices. So you're strolling along. Everything's okay. You know, you're feeling pretty good. You're building your empire. You're building your you know, your life. You feel like, you know, you've got ingenuity, originality. You're kind of an influencer. You may be seen as someone people look up to. They come to for advice. And then all of a sudden, all this other information comes through. And maybe you realize what you've always known isn't what is actually all out there. So it's like seeing beyond maybe your world, seeing beyond, right? And now you're coming to kind of like, well, what does all this mean? You're starting to question stuff, maybe go back and forth, you know, trying to make like sense of everything, trying to make some choices, trying to figure some things out. So let's see what the Chariot is. This is over Temperance. And Temperance is trying to find balance and harmony. Temperance is trying to bring together maybe conflicting thoughts, conflicting, you know, maybe what you're seeing isn't what's actually happening. We got this with the Chariot. So we got the Four of Pentacles again. Still, okay, you got the Four of Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles here, or Four of Cups here. So you're holding on to something out of fear. Maybe fear that your beliefs are going to be challenged. Maybe fear that what you thought, how you've built your life is like not what you thought it was. Got the Ace of Cups. What was this one that flipped? Hey, get it together. We got the Wheel of Fortune. So something faded on your path. This could have to do with the relationship because we got the Ace of Cups here. This could be a new love coming in. You may be resisting this. This is a turning and a change of events. You've got the Chariot here. When the Chariot is here, it's knowing that once you take off, once that will and desire, you take off and you make a decision, there's no going back. It's a done deal. And you got it with Temperance. It's crossing Temperance. So this could have to do with a relationship. A new love might have come in. You may be kind of like, it may be a little bit different and offbeat. It may be something that you've never experienced before. This could be a situation coming in that's very heart fulfilling for you, something maybe that you've never felt before, something that feels very uplifting, something that feels very spiritual in nature. Whatever this is, it's on your path. It's destined. Wheel of Fortune. This is a faded life course. So let's see what duality is. This is what the universe is helping you with. And you could be at a situation right now where you're like, it's either going to be this or it's going to be that. It's either yes or it's no. And you might be kind of like not knowing what to do. Could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. We got the wheel coming in. Yeah, there's Sagittarius again. All right, well, you got the Hanged Man. Things are being turned upside down. You got the Queen of Cups. You have maybe having to look at this with softer eyes. Looking at it more from a heart space than a head space. And you got the Ace of Swords. Trying to find clarity. Trying to find the real deal. So you're trying to find what is truth, but what you're doing is you're narrowing your vision down to it's either this or it's either that. And there's a whole lot of color in between there to play with, right? And that's very linear in thought process. Where if you look at the world and you look at the universe, everything's kind of in a circle. Right? The process of the circle, geometric shapes, atoms, quantum, waves and particles. And this is very linear thinking, that it has to be all or nothing. You got the Queen of Cups here. This is coming up different than what it normally is. Because I had this in my reading this morning too. But this is about really trying to understand what's real. But let me look. I want to make sure I've got the Queen of Cups right. I'm coming. Yeah, this is about having softer eyes. This could be about suppressing your emotions too. But this is about having softer eyes, seeing things from a non-dual perspective. That might be why you're having a hard time, feeling stuck. So now it's like things are being turned upside down. Things are being turned upside down. So you could see things differently than maybe you have seen them before. This has to do with the relationship. This might be something totally new to you. You might be used to relationships looking one way or going one way or feeling one way. And this might not be matching up to what you've experienced in the past. So let's see what the Page of Swords is. This is like apprenticeship. Gathering information. Ideas. Knowledge. I think the thing about looking for one single truth is that we all have our own truth. We're multi-dimensional beings, right? If you look at the world, there's 7.3 billion people on this planet, each with their own unique blueprint. So it's not a one-size-fits-all package. It just can't be. There's too much diversity. And it's looking at it like unity in diversity, in that we come from the same intelligence, but we come with different experiences. So your experience can only be unique to you. Your energetic blueprint can only be unique to you. There is no one right answer. There's your answer. So clarify what the Page of Swords is, please, for Scorpio. The Two of Wands. Again, duality. Do I take this road? Do I take that road? The Knight of Swords, trying to figure things out. Trying to gather knowledge. Looking for a message. We have Justice, trying to do the right thing. This is also understanding the law of cause and effect. What you put out comes back. You look like you're really searching for some answers. Seeker, you're really searching for some answers about something. Trying to find knowledge, trying to pick the right path, trying to know what to do, trying to choose. Maybe what you thought was real ended up not being what you thought it was. And now you're kind of like, okay, well, if it wasn't what I thought it was, then what is it? What if this is a relationship? If it wasn't what I thought it was, then what is it really? Looks like you're trying to figure some things out. And you seem to be, you're kind of going back and forth between, nah, it can't be that. And then, well, maybe it could. No, that doesn't fit. Well, maybe I need to be a little bit more open. Queen of Cups, being more open, seeing with softer eyes, right? Maybe I need to be a little bit more, see this from a different place rather than my head. Maybe I need to feel my way through this. Because there's a lot in here about happiness. But I don't see, I mean, there's no, like, Two of Cups, Lovers. There really isn't any significant signs showing up. You got Leo over here. Or fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. You got a water sign up here. Well, here's Sag here. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You got Temperance. That's Saggy again. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius has shown up here 3 times. Hermit, that's Virgo. So So let's find out what this Four of Cups is. What is it you're resisting? What is it you're discontented? Looking for another solution. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow moving energy. That's being in the moment. That's being grateful for what you have. That card doesn't belong here. Taking one step at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. You might be tired of this. You might be like, I've had enough of slow and steady. I want to start driving the train, the chariot. I'm taking matters into my own hands. Even though not quite sure where I'm going or what I'm going to do. The issue is that you're narrowing your choices. You're narrowing your choices. I think that you might be trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen, or to unfold it the way that they need to happen for your best interest. I think you're too worried about having to do the right thing to figure everything out. That's why the Queen of Cups is here. This is about going more from a place of intuition, flow, not doing anything until you feel clearance from within. Yeah, we've got the Emperor wanting to take charge. We got the Four of Cups again, being very discontented. And we got the Five of Swords, feeling like if you don't pick up and go and you don't start doing what you need to do, or you don't start taking charge of this, that you're going to be, somebody else is going to like get it before you do. Outwit, outlast, outplay. Things are moving too slow for you. Because you got the Queen of Wands up here in your situation. She's all about movement. She's all about movement. She's all about, like, that's fast energy, right? Something here has kind of stopped you in your tracks. You had to take a step back and reassess and think about things. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on that's bringing you to a place where you got to figure some things out. And you're only figuring out from, like, it's either this or it's this. And that's just not the truth. That comes from thoughts of the head. That comes from conditioning, programming. I think you're feeling like you're going to be left behind. Because it looks like you are so used to doing things on time and production, how productive you are. And it discounts how you're actually feeling and processing your way through things. But the body keeps score. The body definitely keeps score. All those feelings that get shoved down, pushed away, are being recorded. So let's see what the Sun is for you. I can't figure out if this is a relationship. It looks like you might be dealing with a Sagittarius. Some fire sign. We got the Page of Pentacles. This is about gaining some understanding. Learning something new. Something that will probably propel you in the right direction. We have the Queen of Wands again. Pulling on the creative spirit, pulling on the creativity, pulling on the imagination, pulling on the artistry. This one wanted to come out. We got the universe. And we got the tower. Okay, got it. So, how you've done things in the past, either in relationships, either in life, either in however you show up as an expression of yourself. It has been very driven orientated. Queen of Wands. Somebody who's very much an influencer, who takes charge of the situation, who's, always got the answers. People look up to you. People seek you out for advice. You're an innovator. You are creative. You are somebody who is very entrepreneurial. You have a lot of great ideas to share and offer. You're also always on the go. And, because the Queen of Wands doesn't sit and take time to smell the roses. So, and the Queen of Wands can also be very narrow-minded and very egocentric. Like, just tunnel vision, one way. It's my way or the highway. And what the universe is asking you to do is to open up. Open up from the inside out instead of from the outside in. Because the Queen of Wands draws energy to her. Right? The Queen of Wands draws energy to her, and she gives out a lot of energy. That's why people are drawn to her. The Queen of Cups is much more introverted. She waits until the energy comes to flow through her. She waits for it. Woo-wee. She waits. That's hopes and fears right here. She waits for the energies to come to flow through her, which is getting guidance, and then that which gives you your own inner strength. It gives you strength. Because you've got the universe ending, and you've got the tower. So you keep with the Queen of Wands. This has been going on for a while. But it's time to learn something new, a new way of doing things to get to your happy place. Because what was working before, there's a change upon you, isn't working anymore. It's not going to work anymore. So now things have to be done in a different way. And if you're making choices, if you're trying to make choices within the realm of how you used to do things, if you're trying to make choices in that Queen of Wands energy, it's going to be the same results. It's like you're fighting your own happiness. You're guarding yourself from your own happiness. There's the theme. That's what it's about. It's not setting boundaries. It's guarding yourself from your own happiness, because you're only doing relationships, life, expression in one form because it's worked. That was the old energies. We're now shifting. Age of Aquarius, right? We're shifting those old, Taurian energies where you had to work your butt off from 16 hours a day and the harder you work, the more recognition you get and all that kind of stuff. This now is coming more from a space of intuitive knowing and being directed through your intuition, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in life, whether it's in expression, whether it's in a career. Because the old form of what happiness is, 9 of Cups, this is the energy that's leaving. The old form of what happiness brings or how it comes, it's going away. Having to compete to be the best, it's going away. Having to be the emperor, that consumerism, capitalism type of way to succeed, it's going away. And it's not that the Queen of Wands doesn't have good qualities. There is wonderful qualities here, but it needs to be channeled more through a heart space, more of a softer space, with more opportunities for the good of the whole. Because that's why the Queen of Cups is here. This is for the good of humanity. It's global. Whatever's being done is on a global basis. For the Queen of Torches, Queen of Wands, whatever's being done is on a global basis, but she's the topic of interest. It's more about her and how it sets her up. So however that resonates with you, Let's get one more. I'm definitely looking at Sagittarius in the extended. If you're dealing with the Sagittarius, definitely looking at fire signs. I got one Libra, one air sign showing up here. I got one earth sign. It's mostly fire coming through here. But let's get one more on this outcome, because you got the Nine of Swords. You're just like, it's milling and milling and milling. That's why you need to ask for help. This is a new way of expression. It's a new way of doing things. So you have to find people who are doing things in that way. Yeah, that's the catalyst. It gets things moving. Ace of Torches, Ace of Wands. This is a new way of showing up and being and living and expressing life. It's no longer built on accumulation. I have. You are the shamans. You are the creators. So now you're going to have to help shift humanity and shift the world into this new energy that's coming in. And if you don't know how to do it yourself, because you've got to learn the process too in order for the process to take form. Woo-wee. Go with the flow. Trust the divine plan. It doesn't mean you can't have your 10 of Cups. It just means your 10 of Cups may look different than what you thought it was going to look like. But you still get to have it. So, in the extended, I'm going to look at definitely Saggies. Saggies are all over the place. The only other signs really that are coming up, get the Hangman. It's a water sign, air sign. Got you showing up, Scorpio. So I'll look at water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because there's only one air sign here. And I'm going to look at fire signs. Oh, well, we got Temperance. That's Saggy. We got the Chariot. That's Cancer. Hermit, Virgo. You know what? I'm going to look at earth signs, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and I'm going to look at fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, in the extended, to see, you know, what their role is, what is their intention here with you. And then I'm going to get information on, draw cards on actions and advice for you as well. So for those of you not going on, this is from Chris Ann, the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. Messages for our Scorpios, please. Got the Spark of Hustle. Oh my goodness. I saw that other one come out here. Where is it? Do you want to come out? There we go. Fill your cup with sacred giggles. So we got the Spark of Hustle. This is a pretty serious reading, actually. A very seriousness. Of like, when you're in duality and it's like either or, you feel like your whole life is hanging on a hinge. So the Spark of Hustle, the essential meanings, the spark of inspiration, divine intervention, finding your calling, work that makes you happy, and renewed hope. Your self-care message, hustling is too hard, getting lost in the grind, workaholic, tendencies, manifesting busyness, a time to be careful what you wish for. You know when inspiration hits and totally immerses your senses in the possible. This is the spark of hustle at work. It's when every cell of your body hums with the desire to put something out into the world. and when you feel that whoosh of energy that brings new ideas to life. The spark of hustle feels like a calling, a compelling, like something that cannot be ignored. This card is full of hope and expectation because it whispers, yes, it's coming, and yes, you can do this, but Spirit is sending superstar blessings your way along with passion that has been divinely amplified. Look for projects and experiences that are full of excitement and joy, and say yes to opportunities that feel totally on purpose. But if you're feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of your sacred task, remember that big, soulful endeavors do not have to go or push beyond the limits. Use the spark of hustle and wait for the flow to flow through you, to evolve and expand, because this is your guiding star. And then filled with sacred giggles. Your essential meanings, completion, the end of a cycle, celebrating a job well done, well-deserved success, be proud of your work, travel, limitless options open up. Your self-care message, not finishing a job, a lack of closure, a time to finish up an overdue or drop project. Yes, giggle, childlike, but there's a deep magic to being tapped into her. So give space to bubble up and giggle. You are entering a time of completion as a goal you have been working on is coming to a joyous and prosperous end. This huge accomplishment will have massive implications moving forward, and the whole world is opening up for you now. Dip your cup into the well of sacred giggles and drink up. It's time to revel in the afterglow of closure and success, and know that you deserve all the joy, the prosperity that is coming your way. Woo. Accept celebration wholeheartedly and keep your eyes on the horizon, for much more energy is coming towards you. So that's all I have for you, Scorpio. I hope this helped, and until next time, I wish you the peace that passes all understanding. For those of you going on, the link is below, and I'll see you over there.